Howdy there folks, and welcome back to another video. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about my experience in creative writing class in high school. So if you guys don't know, I just graduated last year and now I'm in the workforce now, but I'm going to tell you about my experience because okay, let me just give you some background information on it. So my school, last year was the first year they ever had creative writing class, because they were like, the year before they were showing you what kind of classes they had, and they had film too. I wanted to take that, but they also had creative writing. So I was like, oh, this sounds good, I want to do this, because I've had language arts before and they teach you some creative writing, but a whole class dedicated to the art of writing and sculpting, crafting stories, that sounds great, and probably won't have that much homework in it. I mean, we did have some homework, but not much, dude. It's pretty good. So I signed up for it, and I got into it, and it was pretty cool. The teacher was like, she was a language arts teacher, and then she also did it. The thing was, though, there was a lot of freshmen in there, and there was other people in there too. There was a good amount of people who did actually like the class and took it because they love writing, but there was also some kids who just thought it would be an easy grade. I know some people do that.
I know we did some basic lessons, like we talked about character development, we talked about plot, and I know one of the big projects we did is, like, she gave us this book called How to Read Literature Like a Professor. We had to, like, read this book throughout the year, and then we had to, like, do a writing test on it. I didn't like that. The book was okay, but there was, like, some chapters in it. It was just about analyzing stuff, and each chapter was on a different symbol. So there was, like, snow, weather, different diseases, I think. So it was an okay book. It was okay. But, and then what else did we do? We did that, and then I remember some specific projects we did. Like, for example, we did a thing where we had to, like, I think it was 4 paragraphs, and we had to describe a character, like just a character, describe him walking up, and that's a lot of paragraphs, so it was kind of hard. And I did the first time, and I used a lot of, like, he walked, and I used a lot of repetitive language, so then I fixed it up a little bit. And then we did the same thing with the setting. I kind of messed up on that, so for my setting, I decided to describe a water park. But what I didn't know is that, like, one thing, so I described the water park, but it's supposed to be like, you can't describe a house, it's one room in the house. So I did that. She was like, nope, you described too much. So then I picked a snack bar inside of the water park. Don't know why I did that. I just thought it would be interesting, and then I described it the best I could. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I should use that for, like, a scene in one of my other stories or something, because I vividly describe it, all the sounds, the smells, the sights, everything like that. We did that. What did we do? We did some other ones. We did some other stories. I gotta look on, like, my Google Classroom, because I think I still have access to the Google Classroom if I go on there and stuff. So maybe in a future video I'll show you some of my, yeah, that would be a great video idea, showing you my old stories. And then what else? Oh, and then I remember one of the big project. We did a big project, We did a project where we had to write, like, a short story, and it was, like, I think it could be up to, like, I don't know, 5-6 pages. I think mine was, like, 6 pages, I don't know. But I gotta say, I think we had, like, a week to work on it. I gotta say, dude, I gotta say, guys, that mine, I feel like was pretty good. It was pretty good, guys. I mean, like, I'm not gonna be bragging or anything, but I was pretty proud of it. No, I didn't rewrite it. I wrote a short story before about an old man, an old butcher who was mowing his lawn one day, and alien spaceship comes down from the sky. They kidnap him. They start testing on him, and they end up being cool. And they're like, "Hey, yo, we'll take you back to our planet so we can study you and stuff." So I wrote a version of that. It wasn't that good. So then I decided to do it again. So I started completely new. I outlined it, and I rewrote it. I didn't look at the original and stuff, and it was pretty. It's like, you would post your story on the Google Classroom. All the other students would look at it, and then you would just, give little critiques on it, like, oh, I don't like this word, or not be like, this whole story sucks. No, you wouldn't do that. But we'd do that, and then the teacher would give critiques. I think I got a pretty good grade on it. I don't know. Yeah. So 6 pages, we did that. We also did a project where we had to make that. This is the worst project. I remember I hated this project. we had to make a children's book with pictures. And let me just say, this man right here cannot draw to save his life. If you held me at gunpoint, were like, hey, dude, you gotta draw something or else you're gonna die, I'm like, just kill me. I can't do it. So mine was about, what was it? Oh, yeah. It was about a boy who's home. No, yeah. He's about a boy who's home alone. He chases a mouse around the house. And then he's about to kill it. You know, he's grabbing it. And then he's like, oh, the mouse starts talking. And then he's like, oh, this is cool. And then they become friends. The pictures were not good. And we also did a lot of poetry, which I don't know. I don't know what I thought about it. I mean, I liked it a little bit better. At first, I was like, oh my goodness. We learned about like rhythm, iambic pentameter, how to make it sound good. Poems. I actually got better at it. I do like writing poems. I like writing haikus. We did another poem where like we walked around. There was a bunch of, magazine pictures and stuff like that. We had to pick like one, or I think we had to go to a table and pick like three, and then we had to write a poem based on what we got. It was pretty fun. So we did a lot of fun stuff. There was a lot of cool people in there. There were some freshmen, they were annoying, but there was a lot of people who really, really loved writing, were really passionate about writing, really give me good advice. But it was fun. It was fun. The portfolio, I kind of put that off to the last minute, but I still got a good grade on it. And so yeah, that's kind of all of it. It was a waste of my time? Absolutely not. I feel like it was a really fun class. I wish we did screenwriting. Oh, I guess we did. Oh, I guess we did do a play one time. We did have to write like a little play. Oh, dude, ours was me and my group. We did a play on about these two old people, and they're racing to get the last butterscotch, circling back around. It was not a waste of time. I loved the class. It was really fun, and I'm glad I took it. The teacher was pretty nice. We were a good class. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that.